everybody. It's Mark with Mark's Home Hobbies. Yeah, there's no shortage of content around this place, is there? I was downstairs in my RC stuff, and I thought, you know what, just for yucks, I'm going to dig out another one of my little projects that I had going on, had working here, and seeing as how I'm going to be taking the working, we'll call it, in some way, shape, or form or another. I don't know if it actually is working right or seems to be working. I mean, it makes this car go forward and it turns and everything, but if you plug a gyro on there, it makes the gyro freak out. So I don't know what's going on. Anyways, there's the WLtoys K989 right there, and we're using that just for size comparison. So here's this guy, 1/28 scale. Let's move him out of the way, and let's put this guy over there. Wow, it's considerably smaller. Yeah, and there's the body that goes on there. Yeah. Would you look at that? It kind of looks like a Ford. I don't know what kind of truck it is. Let's have a closer look at that chassis there for all you guys that are into engineering there. This started out as a dollar store toy car. Yeah, it was $2 for $1, as a matter of fact. You get an orange one and you get a blue one. So I took the blue one out and I made this little bracket on my 3D printer. And there's a little motor. And that thing's pretty powerful. And I got one of those gear sets for $5 from Amazon. And I found a good gear that goes right on there. And then I found another gear that goes right on the axle. You can see it maybe down in there. Let me turn on the light for you here. There, let's brighten things up a wee bit. And you can see how that looks in there. Yeah, so that's quite a neat little setup. And that little plastic bracket holds that motor right in there. And that screw right there, the body slips right down onto that screw. And that also holds that motor plate down onto the gear. And that there is one of those little AFRC micro servos. And it's got a homemade steering tie rod system there, tie rod ends and all that stuff. You can see it has some pretty good steering. It's not the greatest, but you can see how I got it in there. Little, steering blocks in there, and, upper, lower control arms. It doesn't really need any springs because the whole front end is kind of springy. But I do think there's some in there, though. If you kind of cranked on it, you see there is some in there, I put little springs up in there, but I don't think they work all that good. I don't think on this little car it's going to make too much difference. On the front, we have some hard plastic kind of tires. And on the back, we have the same tires, except we found some little rubber O-rings, we'll call them, or something. And those kind of... they slipped right over the outside of those tires. So make them kind of like those professional drift tires that you got there. And you can see how that chassis looks there. Yeah, we don't even know if this guy's going to really... what we're going to do, we got an extra one of these servos hanging around, though, so in case this servo is toasted, because... the gears on these guys get toasted really quick, and they don't last long at all because they're very tiny. So you can see this thing is very fragile. I'm not even going to attempt to try to turn it because I'll probably break it. So the servo's got to do all the turning here. Not you and me. So anyways, look at those tires, man. They actually got some, I don't know if it can focus on that, but they actually got little treads on there too. And you can see how I did the bottom there. I just took a clipper and started chapping away at that sucker till I got what I wanted. Yep. And then it runs on a 1S. And then you just put a little receiver up in top of there, like this guy right here. And that'll work just fine right up in here. Minus the little case, of course. We'll just lay the receiver board up on here with a little hot glue on the bottom of it. Yeah, WLtoys. We'll ride again. And then we'll put that body on there and it'll look something like that. Except it'll be down further, it'll be lower. That's the monster truck version of it right there. But it'll be lower. Once I pop it on there, that body's real low, man. It looks good. It's got some stance. Look at those wheels, man. Nice mag wheels on there, eh? Not bad for a little dollar store thing, you know. Just junk parts sitting around. Thought you guys might be interested in seeing this, you know, as compared to the K989. Let's just call this one the K189. Alright? For lack of a better number. So anyways, if you found this interesting, kind of humorous, I did. We're going to pursue this little guy and fix him up, add him to the collection, and we'll see him running around on the drift track before too long. How about that? Maybe it drifts good, I don't know. Maybe it drifts better than the rest of these cars. Who knows? I think this is somewhere around 1/43rd. I would say something like that. So maybe I can find a 1/43rd body to print out for it. Sports car body. See what we can do there. Or we'll just have a drifting pickup truck. How about that? Look at that nice tonneau cover on there too. Kind of matches that one, don't it? I think I got a light rack for the top of this guy too. It's chrome even. Hey, if you watched this far, thanks a lot. Trying to entertain you a little bit there. It's Mark with Mark's Home Hobbies, and see you in the next one.